What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be installing a VCM Eliminator on my wife's 2010 Honda Pilot. It's been eating up plugs pretty bad, fouling them out and things like that, and I've been reading up that VCM, the variable cylinder management system, can cause that issue. So we're going to try and probably remedy that issue. It should only take about 5 minutes by what I've been reading. It takes like maybe 3 or 2 tools, I think a flathead screwdriver and a pair of cutters for the zip tie that you use, because I bought the extended version where you don't have to take the cover back off to replace the sensor, or the resistor I should say, to prevent VCM from coming on. So we're going to see how hard this is. Alright, so the VCM Eliminator is installed, so now all we gotta do is take it for a ride. The kit comes with different resistors for if it doesn't work. That's all pretty much it does. It tricks the car or the ECU into thinking that it has a load on it, so it has to run all 6 cylinders. So it's kind of a trick on the system, but it works by what I've read. Any 3.5 liter, I can't remember the years, I think it's 05 and up, the 3.5 liters in the Pilot, the Odyssey, the Accord, the Ridgeline, and quite a few of the Acuras come with VCM, and you can actually buy the Eliminator kit and eliminate it, so it doesn't cause you issues. They say it causes numerous issues beyond just fouling of plugs. So if you have a 3.5 liter, it may be something worth looking into. But we're going to take a test drive in it and make sure that it is working and eco mode doesn't come on. Alright guys, so we're taking a cruise on my wife's 2010 Honda Pilot, and we got cruise control set. Usually eco mode is going coming in and out, in and out, in and out, and even going up hills, when eco mode would come out, it would feel very, very sluggish. It would also, like, it would kind of shudder a little bit and then finally come back in. Right now, all of them, as you see, there's no light coming on the top left corner that says eco on it, so apparently it's working. I used a blue resistor, which is what they advise you to start off with. They have one slightly with less resistance below it, and they have 2 or 3 more above it. The cool thing about this kit is that I bought was the extension version. Like I said, you zip tie the extension version, or the extra plug, out of the way that holds the resistor. You can actually, they sell you it has a black coating on the end, and it's actually, so if you decide to go back and have your Pilot, Odyssey, whatever has a 3.5 liter with VCM in it, you can actually reinstall the black sensor and it will pretty much work the same way it was before, without having to take the cover off, uninstall everything, and then take it to the dealership. That's if you have a warranty left on the vehicle, and then get it back, kind of deal. So right now, also I want to say right now is we're averaging 20.5 miles to the gallon, in the city. So we're gonna probably, once we get some gas, we're gonna reset that and eventually see if there's any major effect on the MPG range due to not having the cylinder management. Alright, just took my wife's Pilot to get some gas. Seems to be running much better. There's about 3 or 4 hills in between where my home and where we usually get gas at, and the eco light didn't come on, of course, and it seemed to be much smoother going up hills. It seems to be running a whole lot better just by eco mode, not cutting on, because usually, like I said, when you go up hills, the eco mode light would cut off, and it would have to downshift if you were on cruise control to get up the hill to maintain the speed. So now with it being eliminated, it doesn't have to do that. It just slowly creeps up the hill, you know. I mean, it maintains the speed, and it's much nicer. So, you know, if you have a 3.5 liter Honda that has eco mode, this might be something you would want to look into. Cheap kits where to swap out the resistor kind of plug or kits, they are usually, I think I ordered this one for $95 shipped to the door. They have some nicer kits, and the cheaper kit is the short tail version where you have to take the cover off to get to the resistor to swap it out. Whereas this kit, like I said, you don't have to do that. It's got the longer tail, so all you have to do is literally zip tie that off somewhere and unplug them and plug them back up. They have a newer kit. I think the company is called VCM Tuning. They have actually a kit where you can actually adjust the resistance with like a knob, pretty much. It's a lot nicer kit, but I think they average about $125 to $130. So I mean, it's not that big of a price difference. Just based on what you really want. Temperature doesn't fluctuate very much here, so I've heard a lot of people talk about temperature affects the eco mode. In some places where it's cooler, you'll need, I think, a less resistor, I think, or you don't need as much resistance, or you may need more resistance. I can't exactly remember how it's worded, but you know, those kits, all you have to do is pop the hood, adjust the resistor, and then you're good to go again. Whereas this one, you know, you have to actually keep all these plugs with you and things like that. So, you know, like I said, if you have a 3.5 liter Honda that has eco mode and you're having a lot of issues with fouling of plugs, oil consumption, and things like that, this might be an option for you. Hope you like what you watched today. Hope it helps you out. If you like what you see, please like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll catch you next time.